Hey guys. So I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, partly thanks to Ash Hardell's video that she put out about friends. And I've been thinking about what my definition of a friend is. And I think it's changed over the years. So I used to have a very loose definition of a friend. And I think it's kind of tightened up over time. One of the things that I still hold true to is the idea of a real soul friend. And soul friends are people, to me, where I can go long stretches of time without speaking to them. And then you can come back to it and then just pick up right where you left off. I think I have about maybe 3 or 4 of those kind of soul friend people. It feels like more like family, and where you don't feel like you have to keep in contact with them in order to stay friends, although you might. I used to think that anybody that I really hung out with was a friend, and I guess I still have that. But the amount of people that I hang out with has dwindled significantly. So my best friend right now is across country, and she will be for a while, and that really sucks, and I miss her a lot. And then I have a few other people that I hang out with, but again, it's not many. I have my D&D group that I hang out with, and I have my family. I have my brother-in-laws and my mother-in-law and my husband. I'm still not sure how to define people. I'm not sure if I have a lot of friends or not a lot of friends, because I do have a lot of people that I care for and that I think care for me, but that I don't see very often. And honestly, that's on me. I need to make a more concerted effort to contact people, to contact them back, to actually say, hey, how about this day, when they say we should hang out or we should go to coffee or whatever. And I feel like because I don't see people, at school or at college or things like that, like when I was younger, it makes it a lot harder to keep in contact with people, even though we have the internet, and that makes it really easy to keep in contact with people. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you are one of my friends and you feel like you're being neglected, I am sorry. Please contact me and demand more attention. I also tend to get friend crushes, and I will develop these pretty quickly and then not do anything about it. I might know people online and think, man, I really want to get to know this person, and then I won't message them or anything. I'll just follow their stuff and comment like a normal person would, or I'll hit the notifications button on Facebook so that it actually pops up, not just in my feed, but in my actual alerts, my notifications, so that I remember this is a person that I want to get to know, contact them, talk to them. And I have a few of those people who I maybe have met once or have never met, and I've had notifications on for them for years. So at this point, I feel like I don't have many friends, or at least I don't have many friends that I see on a regular basis. I feel like people care about me, so that's not so much of an issue, and that's a good feeling. But I do feel like there's some reason why people maybe don't want to hang out with me, or maybe other people have this exact same problem, and maybe there are people out there that are following me and talk to me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, and want to get together and want to do things, but they don't know how to say something about it either. So recently there was a person that I had a friend crush on, and I actually decided to do something about it this time. And I wrote them a message, and I essentially just said, hey, I want to be friends. It was weird because I didn't want to come off as, well, a weirdo. But I was open, I was vulnerable, and it ended up working out. And as I work more towards building a good friend group, I think, that open and honest and vulnerable thing that I always talk about is going to end up coming out more because I kind of need it to. Otherwise, I'm just still going to sit there and watch people on Facebook, watch people on Instagram, on Twitter or whatever, and not say anything. So one thing that's happened, I think, is that my husband and I kind of created a little bit of a bubble around ourselves where it was just me and him against the world, and therein lies the problem. Because if you're against the world, then you're not with it. I recently got a placard and a book. So the book that I am checking out from the library is called The Wander Society, and you should definitely check it out. It is, I don't think it's real, but they talk about a secret society that goes out and wanders and gets into adventures and things like that. And it doesn't really have anything to do with friends. It actually has to do with being alone. But it's definitely rekindling my sense of adventure, I guess. And I also got a plaque thing that says "Adventure is Calling." And that kind of reminds me that I need to get out. I need to go, I need to do things, I need to, anything that's adventurous, go places that I've never gone before, do things I've never done before, see people, see things I've never seen, and make those new friends. Even if they are friends that are friends already, but that I don't really see that often, I want to nurture them. And, my entire marriage, I've always said, hey, marriage is work, and that you have to work at it, and you have to, be there for the other person and listen to them and blah, blah, all this stuff. But one thing that I did not plan on was that friendships were going to end up being work too. And it makes sense because they're both relationships. But I think I am ready to put in the work that it takes to nurture these kindling relationships that I have into beautiful, glowing blazes that they could be. So I'd like to know your experiences with friendships, making friends, keeping friends. Do you find it difficult? Do you find it easy? Was it difficult at one point, now it's easy, or vice versa? Please let me know in the comments. And until next time, keep being awesome.